the dark.
Hi, Gid. And there's my brother, Alec.
What's happening?
What's up?
What's up?
We are here going over the footage for a capture that one of our friends had noticed on YouTube for our part 2 of the CGC at Farrar. At 6:30, if you pause the YouTube video, it looks as if there's an apparition of a child standing in the doorway at the schoolhouse, which would be appropriate for a child, most likely haunting a schoolhouse. I have the scene paused here on YouTube. Let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. And this is the scene in question, and it appears to be what looks like a apparition or maybe a small person or child standing in the doorway. I've gone over it a few times. Here is me pressing play, and then it disappears. Now you notice, right as I hit play, it starts transitioning to the next scene.
Anyone have any K2 hits?
That's why we didn't really notice it, or even going over the footage. It was just a quick scene, and yeah.
Yeah, the scene was cut.
The scene was cut, yeah.
So that's why you see the doorway move. Because we didn't notice anything the first time around.
Exactly. In fact, you can almost see what almost looks like another person standing right there, but you can see it transitions to the next scene. But that's why, what was it, an apparition, or did we see something, or did we miss something when we were looking at footage? So that's why we have brought the actual tape right there that Alec has of the tape that we used when we filmed that night, shot by Mr. Gideon Coyle over here on his camcorder.
He was all alone in a room where a lot of people wouldn't even go.
No,
Iowa Paracon 2012, during the public investigation, 3 girls that we were up there on the stage room, they said, I'm not going in that room. I am not walking through that doorway.
And who was up there by himself?
Crazy, dude.
And I had the chills that night too, but I didn't see anything.
One thing that I love that you did on that particular investigation when you're up there by yourself is how many doors were open during that investigation, or up in that room.
When I first started the investigation, there was 2 doors open, but I wasn't comfortable having 2 doors open, so I closed. And when I discovered one had a door, I closed one of the doors, and that was the in and out of the
leading to the hallway.
To the hallway.
And the only
other one didn't have a door at all.
The only door that you left open was the door in question, leading him to the stage room.
Yeah, where they made it into an extra room because the population was getting big.
So if this was a spirit of a child, the only way that they can come see you, if one door is shut and they don't have the capabilities to walk through walls, would be to go through an open door, which you had left right there.
Yeah.
So now that's on the YouTube video that we see an apparition of a small person, possibly child, standing in the doorway. Now let's go to the tape that Alec has right there. He's going to put it into the camcorder, the same type of camcorder that was used by Mr. Coyle.
Yep.
And we're going to review the footage right now to see if there's anything actually there in the doorway. The raw footage, the unedited footage that Gideon Coyle shot. So he's going to be putting it into the camera right now. And the reason why we're not cutting away, no trickery of scenes to splice and make this go quicker, is that we want everybody to see the raw footage of us reviewing the raw footage of the possible apparition in the door.
It's a unique inside look at part of CREEPZ HQ. Welcome. You're included in the analysis since we missed it the first time. So, all right, we've already fast forwarded to the scene to where the potential apparition appeared. So we're gonna watch the raw footage and we're gonna talk about it. I mean, we're gonna agree: is it something, or is it, something caused by matrixing? So we'll see.
I've got a motion motion light here on Marie's stove, trying to get her to set it off, but no luck yet.
You know what? I'm looking at it now. I'm gonna have to say that's just matrixing from the radiator that's in the background, and whatever that dark object is there. It almost makes a shape, a humanly shape, with this line coming out here like an arm, or even if you angle it just right, it maybe
Me too.
looks like two
Just
arms
green.
hanging down.
I was just asking
And a leg
because
there.
I moved my camera around. Just
Do you want to get your analysis up here good?
I agree with that because I don't see a shadow at all.
Mm-mm.
And I seen a shadow personally at Belfar or at a house,
So,
and it don't look like that kind of shadow.
so you know what you're looking for, really. It's supposed to appear, if you watch the YouTube video, it's supposed to appear just a couple seconds before I ask the question, anyone getting any K2 hits? So,
Mm-hmm.
once you hear me ask that question, then it's too late. It happened before.
But what is great is that weren't you getting eerie vibes up there while you were up there by yourself?
Well, I was questioning myself of like, why I'm getting this kind of cold or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
And what's-
I was getting like, you know when you're alone in the dark, you get this feeling of like something could be watching.
Mm-hmm. You can almost feel something out of the corner of your eye creeping up on you, huh?
Yeah, that's why I closed one of the doors because
Mm-hmm.
I felt comfortable just focusing on one door instead of two doors at me.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Because I know I'm a person, but a lot of people can be afraid of dark, even if they're adults too.
You made it perfect for them to come straight to you and just have a great open conversation with a possible ghost.
Yeah.
Now, but what's even better is that, sure, there may not have been an apparition in that doorway on the raw footage, but shortly after that raw footage scene of the possible apparition, what is noticed over on the right side of the video?
Actually, it's the left side.
Left side, thank you. I'm terrible. Which one's the real L?
Real
Right.
L, man.
Yes.
We can watch that.
He's going to hit
I
play.
rewound it a bit so that we could show that scene again. When he pans over, we'll be watching the doorway.
I've got a motion light here on Marie's stove, trying to get her to set it off, but no luck yet.
Should happen right around here, but you see nothing in that spot. The radiators, it's got enough contrast.
Anyone have any K2 hits?
There's a K2 hits question, so it should have happened already.
Mm-hmm. So, and you got and he's fast forwarding right now.
No, rewinding.
Oh, rewinding. To the orb?
Well, no, just to
Or-
the.
Oh, I just gave it away.
Oh,
Just gave it away. Oh. And this is going back.
Have any K2 hits?
What?
I mean, you kind of see something.
It looked. Your eyes are definitely wanting to say that there's something there.
See, the only thing I don't get is why our eyes only can see it personal, but electronics can't see some of the
See, it
things.
gets bright there.
Different vibrational frequencies.
Huh?
Different vibrational frequencies.
That's what always makes myself wonder why electronics can't pick it up, but our own eyes can. When everybody says they always have personal experiences,
I'm guessing is
That
because
was weird.
my guess is that because electronics have a fixed frequency at which they allow light into their lens, whereas humans can look at different light variations at various wavelengths. And if ghosts are said to be, manifesting themselves into this part back into the living, that they have to resonate at a vibrational matter frequency in order for our eyes to register them as physical matter. Did I just throw some science at you?
I know you threw science at me. I was just curious about that because it's like when we did a family being freaked out. They saying that they always saw like a mean person, kicking them out of their house. I was just like,
Anyone having a K2 hit?
it didn't kick us out of the house,
No.
but you guys heard things.
Energies,
I
man.
didn't. I had a feeling in that closet when you guys heard that
Yeah.
thing, but other than that, it wasn't something for us to get kicked out. I just wonder why it's a personal experience on certain people and how these ghosts comes and go at different people with different people.
Yeah, some people are able to see them better than others, right?
Yeah.
Some people have more experiences. That's something that's exactly what paranormal research is all about. Getting out there, reading people, hearing people's stories, listening to them, and then putting all the facts together. See which facts coincide with other stories.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having a...
That's what I was just always thinking, how these different individual human beings see different ghosts or different personal experiences, that like shadows or an actual white figure or
Right.
like color or figure, like like the actual hair or their color of their clothing is actual human being clothing.
And just not, how are they able to manifest in full form as if they're a real person right there in front of you and not sort of a misty, orby, light ball shape? How are...
And how we each individual humans can personally see those different ones and other ones can't, and they could see something else, another ghost, and I see another ghost, and I'm like, do you see that? And you be like, no, I don't see nothing. Or and you say, I see something over here, and I'm like, I don't see anything over there. How can we see that with our eyes? And you're pulling a science on me.
Pull a little of science, but more importantly than that, that's why every paranormal investigator, every ghost hunter out there does what they do, is that they're trying to find that exact answer to the question that you're giving us right now.
Yeah, I know.
I just had a bit of a Doc Brown moment where I kept rewinding the tape.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Future, where he looks at himself being shot by the terrorists.
Run for it, Marty!
That's right. I keep on doing it because I don't know. At first I just thought it was matrixing, but
Trying to get her to set it off, but
when we get to this scene, you almost kind of see.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Kind of gets bright right in here.
Mm-hmm.
anyone having a K2
So
hit?
it should have already happened, but
Keep it rolling. Let's go ahead and get the orb, or the light anomaly shortly after this, before I run out of... I got a new camera and I only have very limited memory on it.
So, and I know I
Me
understand
too.
the whole
Just
thing.
green. I was just asking because I moved my camera around just now,
People at home
and I think I
businesses
saw
or offices
something shoot
watching
up
this
there,
area here.
like how like a orb type thing. It was in the corner, so.
And that's Gid talking about an orb that he may have just seen.
That's off to a slow start if that's all we got.
there it goes.
Uh-huh. Rewind that real quick.
Should pop up. Yep.
There it was.
Too quick. Doc Brown again.
That's why
That's
we
off to a slow start if that's all we got.
So the camera shook.
Maybe
when he
shook.
was laughing.
Maybe
But-
shook off
and on
dust
top
particle.
and on top of that, there was no wind too. So
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But what's weird is just 4 minutes after, and this is kind of crucial because Gid starts to get up in this next scene. And he's walking straight over there. So you remember this part at all? I mean,
This?
yeah, I mean, what prompted you to go over there and look at this doorway, really? You remember this?
I know.
Yeah, you're getting up and you're going to go take a walk. So we'll be able to get a good scene of exactly what's through this doorway. So he's walking right over there. This is just, let's see, 42. This is 2 minutes after the supposed apparition appeared. So you can kind of see, there's where the light is, and he's got his flashlight reflecting off something. But when you were looking over there the first time, all you had was a camera with a little IR illuminator. Little Sony Handycam just like this one. I don't think there would have been much bounce back from light.
Mm-mm.
So you got the radiator, and I can't remember what that is, but you got another form there.
I don't know.
Is it like another radiator, a shinier radiator?
Yeah, either handles to the stage. I can't quite remember. Man,
I'm
here,
pretty bad at analyzing, so.
dude, even on this shot, it looks like a little kid standing right there.
Yeah, you're right.
You see, he's got the legs right here. You see that?
Oh, sure enough,
There's the
yeah.
legs. He's got his arms kind of down. He's got a bit of a mop hair cut. Looks like a little Dora the Explorer or something. But yeah, it's like it's right there. So, I mean, it's on pause from the raw tape, and it disappears.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So I mean, it may be part of the scene transition. But that's the stage area. And what's really interesting... Oh, okay. Dang, I totally cut it off. Oh, wait, no. So you're kind of going through. There's a stage area. I mean, something had to give you the feeling of, hey, I better go up and explore this.
But I was still nervous, though, because...
I bet you were. Because those girls at Paracon were right over here, and I said, let's go to the other room. And they were like, no, I'm not going through that doorway. I will not go through that doorway. They're adamant on that. So
And I
through the stage.
believe Nancy in that very area, when we originally went, said that was sort of the sad area.
Yeah, sad room or something.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we wanted it again.
We'll need a Farrar expert to confirm the name of the room. But
Indeed, yes.
what'd you see?
I don't know.
Well, I want to get to... you ask a weird question here.
No, we wind it.
Well, yeah, I want to get this question here.
I got 4 minutes left on here.
Because this is pretty important.
You're rewinding at the moment?
I'm fast forwarding.
No,
He
no.
sits back down. And I don't think we had this in the in part 2 of the video.
Alright. Please come through that door.
So there you go. You're a little late on the question, but if something did indeed come through that door,
Please come forward to me.
that was just 5 minutes after.
5 minutes after
Whoa.
the... Oh!
There you go. Yep. Yep. You got a little fluid.
Oh, yeah, that's going across the desk that you're on.
It will?
Yeah, it was going...
I just saw it when I asked that question.
Please come forward to me.
When I said please come
There it
forward,
is. You see it?
you see it. And it actually comes up on the camera.
Whoa.
Do you love me?
Whoa, good. That's people will say dust, moisture, but for you to say please come forward, and then it actually something
Right there, and it came right there. And
something appears, and it appears as if it's coming towards you. That's wild, man.
It was really crazy just about a minute after that.
What? Something else appeared in the door.
Well, something catches your attention.
Later on, we can play thumbs up. 7-Up. You know how all your favorite
just shining because I'm getting nervous.
No, you
It's
saw
my-
something.
Huh?
What did he say?
Well, you kind of noticed something.
7-Up.
What did I say?
Got about 45 seconds. I want to hear what did you say? Let's see.
Boy, that
That kind of scared me a little bit.
She's almost startles you over there.
So you think
Thumbs up, 7-Up.
you probably thought you saw something right there. That was interesting.
So, while this rewinds, do you think we have an apparition in that doorway based upon the YouTube video?
I'd say for a second, maybe for a 75% of a second, 3/4 of a second, you see what appears to be the shape of a small child. But that's not good enough for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's not good enough for me. I want at least more than a full second of a clear definition saying that's matter in front of matter. That's not two radiators together forming the shape of a child.
Yeah.
I want to see it block light. I want to see it maybe cast a shadow or even be a shadow figure. I want it to be clear evidence that there is something in the doorway. For me, it looks like it for a second, but I want more. So,
Well, I don't think it was. The fact that I was kind of able to recreate when we paused it, I just think it's the pixelation and the matrixing from the mini DV tape being paused. It would be awesome, but the fact that the evidence kind of leads towards that, I don't think we had an apparition in the door. Mind the shot.
yep.
Good. All right, the man of the hour who was there doing the solo session, what do you think?
I don't think it was. But I think something was up there just watching me though.
I bet.
But I don't think the video shows, the raw video shows that something was there. It was probably the making of the video that kind of overlapped whatever to make a whatever. I just feel like there was something there watching me, but overall,
Not an apparition in the doorway.
yeah, not a pretty.
One thing we could all agree on is Farrar is a really spooky place.
Yes.
Especially that spot where we let Gid see all by himself.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure it's spooky.
Yeah. And that's that's why we do these things. That's why we go investigate, to see if there are real ghosts out there. And then after we're done investigating, we'll come back and review the footage. And if we don't see something and you see something, we'll go back and take a second look. And that's why we presented this video to everyone tonight. Because we want to fill everybody in. We don't want to just say, here's an image of a possible apparition, and leave it at that. We want your opinion, and we'll give you our opinion, and we'll give you the best sort of footage, audio, evidence, the raw business of whatever we have or whatever we captured straight to you, and leave it open to discussion. But I'll have to say that our majority of our opinion is not an apparition, but very eerie vibe in that room still. The orbs that were captured, the balls of light. If that was one big dusty room, wouldn't you be seeing a little bit more orbs floating around? You know.
That's true. It'd be more flurries.
One thing that we captured tonight was when Gid said, "Can you please come near me?" or whatever he said while he set the camera on the desk. Right after he said that, you see a ball of light start curving towards him. You know, you can't rule it out as just dust, especially after he asks a question and gets a direct response. That's a direct response to his question. It may not have been an audible response, but it was a actual physical matter response, something coming near him to his question or statement. Can you please come near me?
You know you're going to get a lot of crap for saying that.
Oh.
Here come the Facebook and YouTube comments. Oh, orbs are just dust. But, you know, that's our statement. That's our statement. That's how we feel, right?
Dust does not travel alone.
So, hey, it's the great debate. There's no
Yeah.
textbook definition on this
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
And then I agree with this statement though, because with our first investigation, I keep bringing it up to a lot of people. We were outside. Of course, there's tons of dust outside.
That's right.
But when you get a personal experience and you get a snapshot right after his personal experience of a ball orb in the camera, then I believe his statement tonight, what he just said.
Exactly. If the orb coincides with another paranormal event or eerie feeling, we're not going to throw that out as dust. We're
That's
going
right.
to throw that as a possible interaction between something paranormal,
Wanting to show, but they can't show
Right.
themselves
Right.
because we're not giving out too much energy. Supposedly, us supposed to give out energy to them to bring them to life or whatever. So
One of the
Right.
most. Yeah.
it's still debatable. I know. I understand.
One of the most common shapes in this world that we live in and in the whole universe is a circle. You see it in the earth, you see it in the sun, you see it in bubbles in the bathtub, you see it in basketballs, you see it on wheels for a round shape. It's a very common shape, it's a very easy form to make, especially when you blow bubbles. I mean, when you blow a bubble, what shape does it make? It doesn't make a square. So using your energy, that wind, to go into the bubble, it forms a circle. It doesn't form a square, it doesn't form a triangle. It forms the easiest shape known to this
Life.
world's life, this world's physics.
Cue Elton John song right now.
Like a candle in the wind.
Not that song, dude.
Oh.
Circle of Life, right?
It's a circle life.
There we go.
So,
That was
so-
very good. That was a good Elton. So yeah.
yeah.
So any parting words, or have we said enough? I mean, that's where we right now at CREEPZ HQ stand after one of our viewers pointed out something, that there may be something in one of our videos, and she was right. There's certainly a figure in the video, but
You can see it. It's screen captured.
Yep.
That's a screen capture of the actual YouTube video that we have posted on our Facebook page. I mean, it looks like there's a figure there.
That's it. All right. Well, go Creeps.
Go Creeps.
Go Creeps. Go Creeps. All right. Have a good night.